I make art from things people throw away and transforming them into sculpture that resonates with the public and also challenging the viewers to see beauty and purpose in what society has cast aside. And where others see trash, I see treasure. Through my work, I aim to spark dialogue about improper waste management. Every discarded scrap deserves a second chance, a chance to breathe new life. My art isn't just about creating objects, it's about sharing hope and giving a voice to the voiceless. My name is Oladele Ogbeyemi. I'm a multidisciplinary and environmental artist. I work and based in Igomu part of Lagos, Nigeria. And I do more of recycled metal sculpture with the hope of pushing the boundaries of my creativity by transforming everyday junk and worthless scrap into extraordinary artistic innovations. What were always trapped inside of me as a child growing up with 6 siblings. I was the quiet one people always forgot about. And when I discovered my love for art and craft, I found my voice. And art was my way of expressing my thoughts and my feelings, which I derive great pleasure from creating constructive projects like motorbike, cars, robots, and animal. Over the years, I kept on revolving with the choice of my material, and I started from using styrofoam to paper mache, then moved to clay, and then moved into the art part of it, which is metal fabrication. And I was inspired right from my dad's automobile workshop, giving me the eye-opening towards metal scrap materials, which allowed me to, have access to a space to generate some of this material, which I end up, using to create my ideas. And I was motivated to contribute to the environmental sustainability first by tackling the issues of waste management and to reduce their harmful impacts in my society. By repurposing waste into stunning piece, I create not only for aesthetics value, but also wealth and memory for my community. Ideas blow like wind. If you ignore them, it will spread to the other people. This particular piece was actually a commission from a client of mine. And initially, I'm a kind of person that I like to go beyond expectation. I try as much as possible to create a storylines in regard what I'm going to do at that point in time, which has really creates a lot of storylines and like a composition, like form of composition, so that to address some stories and generate conversation as well. Then the next thing is to put down my ideas into a quick sketch, and then consider it as my next project plan. Then I can further by sourcing my materials from the junkyard, which in most cases I do pick some of this material within my locality, but because of the eye-opening of people realizing some of these materials you can actually exchange them for money, so it's not easily accessible. You can't easily access them the way we used to do. So over the time, I visited the junkyard where I saw some of these scrap materials. Then I picked them wisely. I select them carefully because they comes in different shape and different colors, so which they speak to me, you know. So I pick them, then bring them to my studio space, sanitize them, and of course wash them before putting them into use. And I also use welding techniques to compose them together in unison, starting from the skeletal framework and fleshing it up, then before I apply varnish and finishing coats, you know, to realize this piece. Every piece of metal you see right in this work, nuts, bolts, gear, flasher plug, spring, scrap materials, was once discarded by shaping those forgotten parts into life. I also speak about renewal and resilience. My goal as an artist is to promote a more responsible approach to waste management and also to create the benefits for our community environment. Through my art practice, I aspire to prevent harm caused by improper waste disposal and contribute to a cleaner and safer community. And my long-term plan, being an artist, is to create an atmosphere, a citadel where different like minds, like myself, can come together on the same space to utilize the environmental resources generated from within my surrounding with human innovations. And together we can as well build a safer and a peaceful environment, and also save our ecosystem, which I believe strongly I can actually make positive impact in this field of recycle revolution art practice subjected to the climate change. The inspiration behind this sculpture tells a story that goes beyond wildlife. And the leopard here is not just a predator and a squirrel. It's not just the prey. They represent the unequal chase we often see in the global economy. The leopard stands for powerful nation economy, so large than the single smaller country could ever satisfy their appetites. The squirrel, quick and light, represents smaller nations struggling to survive in their little way and to grow, even though the squirrel is far too small to truly feed the leopard. The chase never stops. For me, this work is a reflection of power and exploitation. It often asks why nations with abundant resources, with wealth, continue to pursue those with so little, and why dominating those who can barely meet their own needs. This relentless pursuit mirrors the pressure we see today. And when stronger economic draw resources, talent, and influence from weaker ones, often without regard for balance and fairness. This leopard and the squirrel ballet is not just a frozen chase. It is an invitation to pause and question ourselves. How do we as individuals and as a nation use our power we have? Do we protect or do we pursue? That is a question we need to ask ourselves. Thank you for taking this moment with me. And I hope this piece speak conversation about justice, responsibility, and the kind of world we want to create.